Rachelsey at the... No, it's not. It's Kelsey at the movies.
Kelsey went and saw Gemini Man. So before you talk about it, I just want to say that I have seen the trailers for this movie a lot because we have AMC A-List. We see trailers a lot.
Yeah.
Every time we go to the movies, and we see the same ones over and over again. I can't stand this trailer. I was like, I think this is going to be like the worst movie ever. I do not want to see it. It seems super dumb. I mean, like, I can't even explain to you. So when Kelsey said to me the other night, hey, do you care if I go and see Gemini Man while you're busy, like, doing whatever? I was like, not at all.
Which is a rarity. Rachel can hate a trailer. And then I'll be like, oh, do you care if I go see this movie you've been talking crap about for like 2 months? And she's like, what? I want to see it. And I'm like, what? Like, it always just baffles me. So I was a little, like, worried about telling you that. And then, yeah, you told me.
No, I was like, no,
oh.
I don't want to see this. What's the setup for Gemini Man? It's starring Will Smith.
Yeah, it starts with Will Smith. I like to call this movie Multiplicity 2, T-O-O. So basically, Will Smith is like a older... hitman that works for the government, and unbeknownst to him, some bad people in the government had cloned him and grown this person. So there's also a younger Will Smith, played by Will Smith, and you've seen the trailer. It's
basically the younger version of Will Smith
is sent to kill the older version.
Kill the older version, but it's really hard because they're the same guy.
What happens in this movie?
Yes,
crazy.
Go wait or skip, Kelsey.
I'm going to say wait to see this movie. This movie was not terrible. If you like Will Smith, I like Will Smith. You like Will Smith, Rachel? Yeah. He's pretty lovable. If you like Will Smith, do you like action movies?
I do.
Do you like, it's basically like a pretty good Tom Cruise movie. Like, I was like, oh, Tom Cruise could be in this movie. This is kind of everything that he does. I thought it was interesting. It's a John Woo film, so if you are familiar with his work and you like his work, you'll probably like this.
The other thing to note, which I found out after, which was like, maybe I've been a little too hard on this film, is that on Rotten Tomatoes, sure, it has a 26%.
I get that.
But moviegoers, it's 84%.
It's pretty like,
sometimes
enjoyable.
You have to take it with a grain of salt because you have to think, well, like, you know, what's the type of moviegoer going to see this movie?
Yeah.
Although this didn't seem like that kind of movie to me that would have a niche audience that would just love it, like maybe Rambo Last Blood or something.
I get why critics... There's nothing new here. You know what you're getting with Gemini Man. And I thought that the movie was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed watching it. I was entertained by it, knowing what it is. I didn't expect to go in there and be blown away by some great cinematic achievement. But I thought that the story was good. It was interesting. There was a lot of crazy action where you're like, that couldn't happen, you know? And I thought the dynamic between Will Smith was interesting. He looked weird as a young person, like he stuck out.
Maybe they didn't spend top dollar on CGI
or they don't have
work.
The technology yet. But it wasn't like, it didn't like stand out. It was like, ugh. It was just weird. And I thought it played with some interesting concepts.
Do you have any spoilers you want to get to?
Spoilers. No, not really. This movie it's basically the trailer, right? The spoiler would be that I thought it was made an interesting play, like, because it's like him versus himself, basically. You know what I mean? Like, we all have to overcome ourselves in this world, so I think that that's intentional. And, you know, ultimately, I think that this movie was also about what family is and who family is, and because this younger Will Smith was brought up by the evil person to be his son and had those feelings, those complex feelings of wanting, you know, to please him, but ultimately had to make the choice to do the right thing, to do the good thing. And this movie, I liked it. I liked watching it. If you don't like action movies with Will Smith, you probably won't like it. I also am interested in seeing Bad Boys T-O-O, or Bad Boys for Life. Although I will say, watching the trailer, that Martin Lawrence sticks out like a sore thumb in that as like, what's he been doing?
Also, there's already a Bad Boys 2. This is the third in the installment.
Yeah.
So.
Bad Boys for Life.
For life. If you want to say Bad Boys T-O-O-O.
2-2. The Bad Boys 2-2.
Okay.
T-O-O, T-O-O. Anyway, I'm excited about Will Smith movies because Will Smith is awesome. Maybe he'll call me on the phone. He called some guy on Instagram because he ordered a bunch of stuff. Did you see that?
Well, he bought a bunch of
Do you follow Will
Prince
Smith on Instagram? I think everybody in the world
merch.
Does. Yeah.
So yeah, if you have like
if you've got some disposable income,
then Will Smith might call you if he happens to see your name while he's like
he's probably not going to call you.
Probably not going to happen. But what can happen is you should like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And she's like, what? I want to see it.